was born at 26 weeks, so he was premature, and he was in special baby care unit with his twin brother for about 3 and a bit months. He needed to be ventilated, so he was on a lot of oxygen at birth, and he also had jaundice, and I think they just gave him, he didn't have an infection, but I think they just gave him antibiotics precautionary, and I sort of looked into causes of deafness, and it can be like oxygen, prematurity, jaundice and antibiotics and stuff. So we think that's why he's got his deafness. Rowan was just turned 3. He had his operation in the January, as he was 3 in the December just before it, and he was switched on in April of that year, which is 2.5 years ago now. He was very, very interested in sounds right from the beginning. A lot of people had difficulty keeping the implant on, and yeah, we did at first, but because he was interested in sound and bothered about where sounds are coming from, and he liked the sounds, it didn't take very long at all before he was consistently wearing them. And I remember sort of when Teacher for Deaf came round and said, you know, introducing to all these sounds, we were introducing him to lawnmower and that, and he were looking for where the sounds were, really interested, really sort of intrigued and happy. And yeah, that's another thing, as soon as he had he got this access to the sound, he became happier, like he was just more part of the world. Rowan's also been diagnosed with autism as well, so he were kind of in his own little shell a little bit with the hearing loss, and with the autism, he were like in his own little world. So when he got access to sound, it was like just another part that he could reach out and be part of the world, which was really nice. He's had him just over 2 years. His speaking's consistent with a 2-year-old, so he's right on track. And it's just, he'll listen to what, you know, as much as a 5-year-old does, to what I have to tell him. He'll understand when I tell him things. He does sign a little bit still, but he prefers to listen and he prefers to talk. And it's just made things so much easier, and just so much natural, because his twin brother, he can talk with his twin brother. His twin brother can talk to him. I can shout from a different room for him to get the shoes on, and I don't have to get his eye contact every single time that I talk to him. I don't have to make sure that he's looking at me all the time, because he's autistic, he doesn't really like the eye contact, or it doesn't come naturally to him. So with signing, it didn't really like to look at you to watch you sign, whereas now, if he's in one of his autistic moods, he can just look the other way, and I can talk to him. They do break occasionally, but because we've got 2, it means that if one breaks, he's still got access to sound. But other than that, Rowan thinks that they're brilliant.